Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Virgo. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the months of July, August, and September. This is actually a bonus reading because I already did the Virgo reading for that time, but the video didn't save. So I still used the message with horoscopes that I write for cincymag.com, so you might want to go check that out as well. But I was like, I still want to give you guys a video because I don't want to upload all the other videos and you guys don't get one. So I was like, I'll just redo it. And it's very interesting because, as you know, for all of my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I like to do, a song while I'm getting the cards together. And the song that came up is very similar in messaging to the song that you had for the other Virgo video that didn't upload. The old one, the song was Land of Confusion by Disturbed. And it talks about there's too many men, too many people making too many problems, and there's not much love to go around. Can you see this is the land of confusion? I ended up titling the message for that video, or for that reading, Trust the Universe and Breathe Through the Tension. Change is hard. Stay passionate, but learn to adapt and go with the flow. Now the song, so that was Disturbed, Land of Confusion by Disturbed. The song that just came up for your bonus, it's Buffalo Springfield for What It's Worth. If you know the song, the meanings between the two are very similar. So it says, stop children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's talking about, like, for instance, the land of confusion, it's talking about, people creating problems and fighting and, looking at things negatively, when the Buffalo Springfield song it's a song about war, and creating controversy and, fighting and standing up for what's right and, lines being drawn and all of that. So it was a song that was created around wartime. So it's Virgo. For you guys, the energy that I'm getting for this time period is that there's going to be a lot of tension. Now, going to preface this, we've got in the month of August, Mercury retrograde that's coming up again. And it always affects Virgo and Gemini signs because your planet ruler is Mercury. And so it starts on the 5th and runs through the 28th of August. There'll be 2 weeks of pre-shadow, 2 weeks of post-shadow, so just be prepared. But I will say every single other one of the signs also had a little bit of disturbance or a little bit of tension during the month of August. And that's just how it's going to be because it's Mercury retrograde. So just prepare now. So let's get into this, Virgo, and see what we have. Calling in our spirits for higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. For Virgo, what do we have for Virgo, please, for their bonus video? I feel like it's going to be probably similar. Okay. Energy going into this for Virgo. It's the Wheel of Fortune for July. So this is for the month of July. Underlying energy. This is the Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, closing out cycles, starting something new as it pertains to money, finance, wealth, abundance. I feel like you're focused on money. You could be looking at money, coming through a cycle of money. What else do we have for Virgo, please, for the month of July? What do we have for July for Virgo, please, spirits? Their bonus message. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So, interesting. Okay. It just showed me what was behind underneath the deck. We'll talk about that in just a second. So, the card coming up for the month of July is the Three of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is heartbreak. This is disappointment. Something that, stabs you, pulls at your heartstrings, basically speaking, right? Swords are all about communication. It can be communication to a person directly, through like telephone, email, text messaging, even telepathy, right? This also can be in terms of anything legal, anything having to do with like the law, legal documentation or papers or business, because that's all forms of communication. There could be some disappointment, some heartbreak, some kind of unhappiness there during the month of July. I feel like that was a similar message for the last reading too. So underneath the deck we have this is the Nine of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior energy. Now in this deck, there's two Wounded Warrior cards. One's in color and one is in black and white. The one in color I always read for present or future tense. The black and white is like memories of old. So this is telling me that there was something that was done that caused this heartbreak, this deceit, that was done in the past, where someone was feeling like a wounded warrior. They were tired, forlorn, feeling like they were getting dragged through the mud. The wounded warrior energy, he's actually a really great leader because he has a lot of experience going through the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, right? He's always there to defend, whatever it is that, he's building or working on, whatever those wands are for, right? And wands are all about passion. It can be passion towards a person, whether that's romantic or platonic, or it can be passion towards what you're passionate about, work, career, finance, business, passion projects, right? But he's tired and he just wants one more wand to be able to lay down the burdens and start a new cycle. So this was something that was done in the past, and I feel like it was done in the past with a King of Pentacles. Now this could be you as the King of Pentacles, because Pentacles are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, or you could just be dealing with somebody who, it's like boss CEO, Mr. Moneybag, somebody who has a lot of money, who's very well off, independently wealthy. So I feel like this was, you were feeling like the wounded warrior, dealing with some type of a money type situation, or a person like a King of Pentacles type of energy. Somebody was looking for victory. Yep. They were looking for victory, but dealing with the devil. It was very toxic energy. Also could have been dealing with the King of Wands. That's Aries energy. Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing here is there'll be some kind of disappointment that you want to get through. And it's from something from the past during the month of July. So what do we have for August for Virgo, please? You also could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius from the past. What do we have for the month of August for Virgo, please? Energy going into this is the Pope. It's like the High Priest or the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. You could be dealing with the Taurus. Now the Pope is an interesting energy. This talks about like institutions, tradition, religion, the way things typically are. The Pope is someone, or the Hierophant is someone who's like a ruler, a religious leader. But if you notice, like on the cards, or on this card here, he's got his, his fingers up, and this is actually like a religious signal. But he's got his fingers up, and he's got two people bowing down to him. And there's a hair there. Sorry. The Hierophant, I like the Hierophant, right? Like he's a smart guy, but he's sometimes, in my opinion, the energy that I get off of this is he's somebody that expects or commands respect even if it's not earned. It's like just because he's in that position, but doesn't mean that he specifically earned it, right? But he commands this type of, bow down to me type of energy, and that just personally doesn't sit well with me, but that's just myself, right? I'm reading for others. But you could be dealing with somebody like that. That's just like that commands attention, that commands respect, or some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Like some type of, I can't think of the word right now, but it'll come to me. But he commands this respect when it's not necessarily earned or shouldn't be happening. I talked way too long about that. So anyway, what do we have? Okay, that came out right away. And it's in reverse. So we have the Four of Wands in reverse. The Four of Wands when upright is, again, more passionate, fiery energy. This talks about house, home stability, foundation, like the four corners of a home or an office building or some type of space. It's in reverse. So, and also when upright, a lot of readers will read this as the 1111 card because 1111. So you could be dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate type of energy, but again, it's in reverse. And so in this deck, the Four of Wands talks about completion. In reverse, something's not completed. This could have to do around your stability, house, home, office or something like that. Somebody could be losing a home, moving from a home, having issues with a home or work or office, something, any kind of stability or structure is what I'm getting. And then underneath the deck, we've got the Lovers. I can almost guarantee that this was the card underneath the deck for your reading. Oh, I wish that would have saved. So you really could be dealing with a lover situation, twin flame soulmate energy, and it could just be turned upside down. Now, careful with this energy. The reason that you're getting these readings and seeing this ahead of time is so that it can help you, so that when August comes around and you start to feel the craziness and chaos of Mercury retrograde, that you remember back to this reading and take everything into light and just try to use that to be able to move forward in the best way possible. Because what I'm seeing here is there could be a lover situation that you're dealing with, and it's kind of in chaos and turmoil. You could be fighting or be kind of on the outs, and that happens a lot during Mercury retrograde. Why? Because Mercury retrograde deals with communication. That can be communication, transportation, technology. It's a time when exes come back from the past. It can be romantic, platonic, business, work, whatever. It's also not a great time to sign new contracts or change your hairstyle in any kind of weird way. But it's a time where a lot of people fight because communication becomes miscommunication. Excuse me. So I do see that there's going to be some controversy, some arguing. It could be arguing. It could be controversy. It could be something to do with the stability of a house, a home. But it'll all be taking place in the month of August. What else do we have for Virgo, please? The Lovers is also Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini or have it somewhere strong in your chart. Four of Wands, again, is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, I feel better already about this next month, September. What do we have for September for Virgo, please? Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords. This is the energy going into it. The Five of Swords is about battle. Oh, I'm hearing the line from For What It's Worth. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right, but nobody's wrong. So the Five of Swords is my bittersweet victory. So whether you're having the victory or the other person is, it's a battle that has to be that. And I feel like this battle already happened, probably in these July and August, right? But it's a battle that had to happen. There's always a winner, and then there's somebody who didn't win, right? So either you're the winner or you're the person who didn't win, or you're witnessing this, right? But this is the energy that you're dealing with as you go into the month of September. And he's like holding his head right here, just like, that sucked so bad. Like, sometimes, shit happens and you got to get through it, but you have to get through it. You have to deal with it. You have to face your fears. So what do we have for Virgo during the month of September, please? Okay, it fell in reverse, so I have to read it that way. I would not be a good reader if I didn't. And I could have sworn that this card fell for you as well in the last reading too. It was upright the last time though. So it's the Ace of Wands. When upright, we're talking about a passionate new beginning and or an awakening, because she's got this flame right here in her third eye, right? And then we've got underneath the deck the Eight of Pentacles. This talks about work, mastery, somebody who's very, very good at what they do, or who's hard at work trying to make money, trying to get started on a passionate new beginning. But this was in reverse. So I feel like it's like there is a new start. There is a passionate new beginning. It's just not starting yet. Somebody's hard at work. They're having a little bit of difficulty getting this started. It's almost kind of like may have to like repeat a cycle or something. Go back to the beginning. Go back to the drawing board. And now the original title of this, where it was talking about breathing through the tension, it all makes sense. It's still, the message is still playing. But behind this Eight of Pentacles, mastery and working hard, we've got the Star. This is Aquarius energy, but we're talking about healing. Hopes, wishes, healing. And then we've got the King of Wands. This is somebody who, he's like your Don Juan. If he's single, he's, attractive. Everybody wants a piece of him. He has lots of suitors. He's really great at business. If he is married or in a relationship, he's a passionate lover. Still very good at business. Who's starting on like a new venture, a new beginning with a family. There's secrets though. Yeah. I feel like there's somebody who is very hard at work, trying to focus on their craft, master what they do, and they're having a tough time getting things started. So let's see. It's not to say that it won't happen. And if you go to cincymag.com for the month of July, August, September, July is a time where groups of 3 or more, which is interesting because we have the Three of Swords, groups of 3 or more will be banding together to, bring things like goals and goals into action, like taking actionable steps towards goals, working together in groups, that type of thing. August again is Mercury retrograde, so it's getting through all of that, miscommunication and whatnot. But then by the time September rolls around, we're talking about bossing up again, getting back into the action, getting past the lazy days of summer and getting started in things like school and all of that again. It's definitely powering up, and I still feel like that's going to happen for you. It's just going to be like kind of like a repeat. Okay, what do we have for Virgo, please? July, August, and September. Underneath the deck, last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Be grateful for the little things, because as you're going through all of this throughout this time period, it's really easy to get lost and caught up in the emotion of aggravation and stress and fear and whatever it is, like all of the negative aspects of, confusion and chaos, right? But when you practice gratitude for all the little things, the universe sees that. Your spirit guides and whatnot, they understand that you're still trying to see the silver lining of every, scenario that you have to go through. So that's how you get good karma, by practicing gratitude. Also, make sure that you're practicing grounding, breathing techniques, trying to release your mind, escape from, any of the stress and chaos. But that'll be really good for you to make sure that you're focusing on this. So practice gratitude. Top of the deck, we've got the new moon in Virgo. I love this. And I love this message. Trust that all will be well. Virgo, trust that all will be well, because it will. You have to just make sure to practice gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. You will get through this time period and all will be well. So, you just got to believe. The universe responds to your vibrational frequency. So if your vibrational frequency is anger, fear, resentment, stress, worry, like that's what the universe is going to give you more of, right? Because it's going to match your vibration. But if you practice gratitude, and just look for happiness in all the little things, you can trust that all will be well, because that's what the universe is going to give you more of. For those of you who are returning to the channel, you know that I've got Virgo Mars. And I'm like looking at this like, oh God, because Mars, the planet Mars, it's all about how you deal with aggression, anger, adversity, and as we're looking at all of this chaos and stuff, like that's in my chart what I will be dealing with, like this type of energy. And so, therefore, this is a message to myself to make sure that I practice gratitude as well and get through any of this energy. But I'm a Scorpio as well, so I have to look into that also. Okay, so we've got underneath the deck, effortless effort. We arrive at non-action and everything else gets done. This talks about letting things happen naturally and then being able to go with the flow. Like letting nature take its course and trusting that everything is going to go well, right? Top of the deck, we've got balance. If you open yourself to the Tao, you and the Tao become one. So not only should you practice gratitude as your attitude, but also what that's doing is helping you balance and ground. Almost as if with effortless effort. I'm going to read these for you. So yeah, this message is actually very similar to what the original reading was, talking about breathing through the tension, trusting that all will be well. Yeah. Let's find this for you. Okay, and then effortless effort. So effortless effort. This palm tree represents the concept of wu wei, or effortless effort. When the cool wind blows, see if you can accept it fully. Feel your feet as they touch the ground. Allow the energy to flow easily up and down your spine. Every emotion that feels overwhelming is just passing through. Thich Nhat Hanh said, to suffer is not enough. We must also be in touch with the wonders of life. Yes, that's exactly what this reading has been talking about. To suffer is not enough. So this heartbreak, this deception, the upside down of completion with a lover situation, upside down wands, having to potentially start over again or not have a passionate new beginning. To suffer is not enough. We must also be in touch with the wonders of life. What are those wonders of life? The little things. The practicing gratitude for the little things, and then just being able to trust that all will be well because you're practicing that energy. So Tao number 48, mastery is achieved by allowing things to take their natural course, right? Go with the flow. So how much time do you spend wishing things were different than what they are? Once you accept reality for what it is, you can work with it. Allow yourself to sway, feeling grounded and lifted at the same time. Affirmation, when I face fear, it loses its power over me. 100%. I think I was saying at the beginning of this, it's like we have to face our fears and just, move through it. You can't avoid it. You have to face your fears and go through it. That's definitely these next couple months, especially during the month of August. Nobody wants to deal with Mercury retrograde at all, but it's like we just have to get through it. So now, balance. This stack of stones symbolizes a precarious balancing act that seems to lift up as much as it grounds down. Be in the world the way gravity works without hesitation. Ramana Maharshi said, "Peace is your natural state. It is the mind that obstructs the natural state." Tao number 23. When the gale blows, it will not last long. When it rains hard, it lasts but a little while. Reflections. Create space for being, and in the space the universe has room to flow. Feel yourself open. Notice your connection to the earth. Affirmation. I live a spontaneous life. And I will say there's a lot of fire energy in this reading, Virgo, which fire also, talks about spontaneity and, being a little wild, if you will. It's passion, right? So live that spontaneous life. Obviously, stay grounded and, stick to your responsibilities and whatnot. Be a master of your craft. But, the more that you're grounded, the more that you understand the energies behind this and why it's happening, the easier it's going to become to get through it. So that's what I have for you for your bonus video for the months of July, August, September 2024. Virgo, as you know, it's Together We Grow. Make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, and you'd like a personal reading, because this is very blanket, very general for a 3-month span, I have all of my contact information in the description below this video. And I look forward to reading for you again in the very near future. Make sure that you check out all of my quarterly, monthly, and weekly videos at the Cannastrologer Tarot on YouTube. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.